Hey everybody, my name is Tracy Steele and I'm the founder of Core Truth Activation, and I'm passionate about helping humanity thrive so we can all live quality, soulful, fulfilled lives. How would that be, huh? I know what it's like though to be emotionally struggling, because this problem used to affect me terribly. So today I'm going to share with you how I went from daily struggles with emotions to thriving and celebrating my unique power every single day, and how I became an expert at communicating with my body, my mind, my soul, my energy and spirit around me, and more importantly, within me. So a little bit about me is that to understand my body language, it all started for me at a very young age. I was a child who experienced trauma. My dad was a violent alcoholic, and he taught me that pain, suffering, and trauma can create a myriad of mind programs, subconscious conditioning even, and self-worth issues. And these can change someone, even so loving and kind, into a complete powerless version of themselves. I was only 7 years old when my dad had left the family, and the damage was already done. I had already learned that this world was not safe, it was unloving and unkind, and I had no value. The key phrase here is learn. As an adult, I have learned to unlearn all of that behavior and conditioning and programs. And mostly, I did not even know or have a clue that any of it was actually even there. I had no idea either that I was so powerful to overcome it all so easily and effortlessly. And my healing process has been so powerful beyond my wildest dreams. I just wished that life was different. I wish that everyone would just see how loving the world could be. And I wondered why people did not even know this. Even thinking back to my childhood at age 5 and 6, I was going through these thought processes. I must have known inside that there was a power, and I could feel it and sense it and be aware of it. My mother, bless her, a victim to all of this abuse too, had been told by her father that she had made her bed and she had to lie in it. He, in his defense, he didn't know what was going on to the extent that it was going on. But she did. She chose to keep the situation as it was. How crazy is that? She felt there was nowhere to go until, if you were there, you would have seen me race home one night from a friend's house. The clocks had just been changed for daylight saving, and I knew I was late. And I also knew I was in big trouble, as I knew my mum went out that night as well. And yes, my dad was standing at the door waiting for me. And I knew I was in real big trouble, and my heart sank into my 7-year-old stomach. My sister was in the background, but she was forced to sit and watch what unfolded. Basically, me being an example of my 7-year-old self not being able to read an analog clock properly and forgot daylight saving had kicked in. But what was kicking in now was that my father, the one who was supposed to be on this planet to support, love, and nurture me, was now enraged beyond reason to these basic life developments. And I had this situation, and he had, as he always did, asked me to lower my trousers and bend over. This was his sign of I was about to be hit and spanked, in the Scottish term. He hit me with his rage, and my sister, forced to watch, was sobbing her heart out. I remember thinking, I don't care how hard and how long you hit me. I will never cry for you one more tear. I didn't. And I held in all the tears, and which possibly why he continued to beat me for so long. The next day, my upper back and down to my lower legs flowered with the rainbow colours, and my mum's friend luckily saw the abuse and finally got my mum to see sense. I remember the words that she said to her. Do you want to come back next time? And they're dead. Interesting. I realized in this moment, this is the moment that I numbed my body and my emotions from life itself. When I told my dad, I will never cry for you again, I numbed myself. I didn't feel any of the pain, which was great, but I didn't feel anything from that moment forward, just by a thought. That thought was so powerful to numb my body and emotions. How powerful are we? This is the moment that I numbed my connection to our source energy, my body language. This is when I gave my power away to being the true me, loving me, my power, and so much more. This is the day I felt guilt, shame, blame for many years. And I have been unfolding this pivotal experience all my life, really. My soul calling became so loud. It was undeniable to even me, who'd been numbed out. I knew I had experienced all of this to help others too, because I knew deep within me that I am so strong and connected to what Joe Dispenza, Bruce Lipton, and other scientists call the unified field. I call it source energy, and having many, again, what Joe Dispenza calls as transcendental experiences, spiritual experiences. My son's first words at 1 year old were basically man. And as he pointed to an open space in the room and I could not see anything, we later found out through his pidgin English as he was learning to talk that this man came to read him stories every night. And it was my grandfather who had passed while I was pregnant with my son. By the age of 2, he told me all the visitors in his room on a daily basis, including men with wings. As a concerned mother, I vowed that I would support my son throughout his journey and do anything to help him understand his gifts. I walked out of that room and found myself face to face with an angel. I, of course, freaked out and ran away, but now understand these spiritual gifts to be the norm. I have been made aware the fears I have with my own gifts, and I've processed them too with ease. I have gifts with energy, source, unconditional love, physical pain, and so much more. Probably just like you. I don't feel I am special. I know we all have these gifts, and possibly this is my role to help create the awareness and give permission to others to do the same. I then had another magical, transcendental experience with Mother Mary. And she helped me over 6 months develop the tools that I'm using today, which healed my body, mind, soul, and my gifts fast. It took me a few months just to get over the fact that she was with me and what was happening and the gifts that I had with her. That's why it probably took a lot longer than it needed to. But all of my traumas, imbalances, and were processed easily. And I have proven this time and time again. And I also know I have the power within me to heal any issue and challenge that I experience. My dad left me with scoliosis and a manipulated rib cage that folded in itself. My rib cage is still slightly squint. However, I know it will heal in exact measure for me. I know I have the power, and I know it will happen. I have no sign of scoliosis anymore due to the healing processes that I've gone through. I have also experienced being highly sensitive to energy, unaware of what was affecting me, powerless to outbursts, emotional beyond reason, and flip-flopped with depression, anxiety, and overwhelm for years. Now I have the tools for every issue or challenge that comes my way, physical, spiritual, emotional, mental, and on soul levels. I have had too many transcendental moments to deny my power, or the power that is in every single human being at our core truth. After I healed myself and created the tools to make life easier and soulful, I wanted to share them. I have helped empower over hundreds of other clients with these tools, and they have all healed from various issues, from mental health, pneumonia, fibromyalgia, soul callings, backaches, headaches, arthritis, and so much more. Please comment below and let me know what stood out to you from this video. And if you have any questions about how to thrive in your life and get your hands on the core truth activation tools or course, please comment below.